Local recording.
That'd be,
Oh,
that would be what I was supposed to do, huh?
that's what you said you was gonna
That's
do.
what I'm talking about. Be what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Oh, but it has it right here.
Right, what?
It has a one right there.
Oh, okay. It might be recording. Yeah. We never know. Hopefully you can hear me. Holla if you hear me. Good morning.
Be like, Willie, can you hear
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, dog?
me? Mommy, you hear me? Dad, you hear me?
Where you come from?
Where you?
Oh,
I said it in front of me.
no. That's funny, man. I just got the notification that we're live. I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Good
Oh,
morning, everyone.
good morning.
Good morning, Tommy.
Good morning, Artika. You sleep well?
Nope.
Oh, now I feel bad for asking that question.
Why you feel bad for asking? You only wanted to hear the answer if it was good.
Yeah,
You should think about how that sounds.
I thought about
Good
it. um,
morning, Daphne. Happy Saturday.
happy February 4th.
Okay.
Random black fact. Bonus.
Oh, okay.
Today is Rosa Parks' birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Rosa.
Yep. Black facts.
You looked it up this morning.
Mm-mm. Yesterday.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you knew her birthday, the reason that like Dr. King's death date is so cemented in my brain.
Well, because it
It's
in
so close to my birthday.
yeah.
It's not that close to your birthday, but it's
Man,
the
I'm
same
sitting
month.
up here tripping
What are you
because I'm
tripping?
like, January ain't nowhere near your birthday. But yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I said death, not
Man,
birth.
I think that's it's funny, right?
Mhm.
Because Black History Month,
Mhm.
like in school, it seemed so important.
Mhm.
But then once I got out of school, it's kind of like, oh, I already know that. Yeah,
Because we have been taught to regurgitate the same facts
yeah,
all the time.
yeah. But it's like, and that's what's like. I don't know if you guys know, or whoever's watching or listening right now. Um, I've been doing. I'm 4 days strong. I made a commitment to make reels and shorts of Black History facts, just random facts. And the big thing for me is not regurgitating the normal facts,
Mhm.
you know, like the big ones.
Don't tell us about George Washington Carver.
Right, right, right. Let's hear about the ones you don't hear about.
Good morning, Mona. Good
Oh,
morning, Linda. That's so sweet of you.
that is good morning. Um, but it's been a challenge to because it's so much information and you're looking for the first of this, what did black people do here, what happened on this day, all type of stuff. And it's not been the most difficult part, but it's been a challenge just finding those random facts.
Hopefully,
um
this weekend you can sit down and
yeah,
batch record some stuff.
yeah. And it's like, man, it's fun
Hmm.
because of the things I'm learning, and then I can just throw random facts out there. Like at the end of this, I can't wait to sit down and tell you guys what I've learned this month.
I enjoyed. I know you said you didn't listen to Tom Joyner growing up,
Yeah,
but I enjoyed growing up when he would do the little known Black History facts because it would give you something that you just never heard about.
hmm,
Like growing up in Memphis, of course, the stuff that's in the Civil Rights Museum, we're beat over the head with it, right?
right. Because you grew up in a historic
Like
city.
we're there.
Yeah,
Like when you were like you want to go to the Civil Rights Museum, I was like, why?
yeah, yeah. Like I had been before,
I know, but
you
you
know.
hadn't been, and I hadn't been in adulthood.
Yeah, it hit different, right?
Yeah, but it's like as a kid, it's like every year that's a field trip.
Yeah,
And after a while, you like, I don't want to go no more.
yeah,
I don't want to go anymore. Like that bus where the seats start clacking when you sit down,
yeah,
that was like trauma as
mm,
like a 6-year-old.
yeah,
Now you're like, ah, okay, I get it.
yeah.
Like
Like I knew what
it's
was
not any less like mentally
right.
traumatizing to know the stories behind it,
Mm,
but it's like it doesn't impact you the same way it did as a little kid sitting on the bus and the thing is yelling at you to get up.
yeah, man. But I think it's you get to a point where you're like, why do we even have Black History Month? And history happened
Good
all.
morning,
Good
Sherry.
morning. And history happened all year,
Hmm.
and stuff like that. But it's like appreciate what we got,
Hmm.
you know. Like yeah, you want to know that hey, this is special because when it happened, we didn't have it,
Hmm.
you know.
And we're still, wild as it sounds, in a generation of first.
Yeah,
Because like the one that I gave you yesterday,
I was like
are you going
shocked.
to actually do that one?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, we actually went to school with the first African American to graduate from the PhD program in nuclear engineering at our school. Like she was on campus with us.
Yeah.
And it's like the program wasn't brand new.
Mm-mm.
And we had together, we had a ton of friends in engineering, not necessarily nuclear engineering, but a ton of engineering friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like for us to be like, man, we was in the school at the same time as the first one.
Yeah.
Like,
It's crazy.
wow.
It's crazy.
Did you guys see Omega Psi Phi canceled the membership of the 3 police officers involved in the death in Memphis?
Yeah.
Yes, but it is also very hard to still be a due paying member in jail. So I was like, hey, I get that you are disassociating yourself, but they ain't coming to the cookout.
Nah. I commend them for that though.
Yeah. No, you have to do what you have to do. I was actually listening to
You have to protect the brand.
yeah, I was listening to DL Hughley on the Breakfast Club. And at first I didn't know that he was in Omega.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I didn't know that, but I didn't.
Man, it'd be surprising who all are accused.
Well, I just didn't know DL
Yeah.
specifically. But he was talking about he was like they distanced us from them, but he was like, but you also have to look like the lead prosecutor being Crump is an Omega. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like they're on both sides of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, that's true too.
Yeah. I I'm ready for them to get the ball rolling
Hmm.
on that. And I know it takes a while, but I'm just curious to see what happens all at the end.
Yep. Oh, I did put in the coffee break notes that there was updates.
We never welcome people to the coffee break.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You
So,
remember the welcome in church?
hmm.
Like the one person used to come up, say the welcome, talk about the sick and shut in, and any announcements.
Hmm.
They had me do that in church one time.
I bet that was
Oh
all
man, the
over the
worst
place.
public speaking ever.
You like welcome.
Welcome.
Not WEWA.
Welcome. Uh Announcements. I was like, man, why y'all got me up here, man? They gave me a solo in church, had me
Mm,
say the welcome. I had
mm,
to lead
mm, mm.
devotion one time, man. Lord
They
Jesus
gave you a solo.
gave me a solo.
Ooh.
I sounded like Keith Sweat, just not with.
What song were you singing?
I don't even remember.
Um.
I wanted to
So,
be like Kirk Franklin though, like the practice. Oh, it was ridiculous.
oh, you was like,
Yeah, because they let me. They was like, yeah, ad lib and do all this, and that's when I first found out what ad libbing was. I was like, All right, bet.
Then you got it in front of all them people and start shaking.
Yep. I was like, okay, I can't do that. You know.
Fun fact about Tommy. In college, he actually hosted one of our step shows.
Oh, that was funny.
And
That was hilarious.
I forgot that he did it until like we talked about it a few years ago.
That was funny, man.
It was a very upsetting step show.
Yeah.
Fight broke out.
Fight broke out. I was like, exit stage left.
Oh, I cussed out a lot of people
Did you?
because you know the people that are in the fight.
I was mad because that was my time to shine.
Well, I was mad because number one, they were fighting, which I can't remember which one of the two frats was throwing the after party. But I was like, now we can't have an after party because y'all in here fighting.
And they was fighting over something stupid.
I was
Like
so
somebody
mad.
was in front of somebody or they was too close to something real dumb.
I remember somebody taking off their shirt. I won't name any names. And I was like, put your shirt back on. We ain't finna hit nobody.
Man, that was so much fun. I had got a new shirt, got a like it was like we had planned it out and everything, man. I had a lot of fun doing that.
Who was the comic that year?
I don't remember. I don't even no, I went because I was in BCPC,
I
but
would say you were hosting.
I don't remember. It wasn't a
I
comedy
mean, it
show.
was like, but you were like there doing all the
I
stuff,
ain't get paid for it now.
obviously. Anywho, so Tyree Nichols case updates. They did fire two of the EMTs for their role, and their EMT licenses were suspended. And then they put a sixth officer on administrative leave. And people, of course, are calling for him to be fired. That's that white officer. Good morning, Hubert.
Hubert, good morning, brother. That was the white officer.
Mm-hmm.
He should have got fired. He was there. Like the thing about it is, it's like we're calling for everybody to get fired who did not do anything to de-escalate the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, crazy situation, man.
But that was the update for that. That's pretty much all I got on that one.
Oh, okay. We're moving right along. Let's talk about the nurses, man. I thought that was interesting.
So, a school in Florida was selling fake nursing
Was it the
degrees.
school?
Yes, it was a school. 15,000 a pop for a fake
15,000 or 1,500?
thousand
Goodness.
for fake nursing degrees.
How much it cost to go to nursing school?
How much does it cost to go to any school?
I don't know.
Because you think about it, like people go to 4-year colleges to become RNs. You can also do a like direct nursing
Yeah,
program that will still allow you to get your RN in a shorter time because you don't have to take all of the Gen Ed
yeah.
requirements. But
You don't know how to. You don't have to know how to do all the other stuff
what are
like
you
the
talking about?
literature, the history of English, and all that stuff.
No, they're not trying to make you a well-rounded student. They're
Yeah,
trying to make you a nurse. That's what you want to do. That's the goal.
yeah,
Um, so there is no exploring other
yeah,
options.
yeah.
So they paid for these fake diplomas. And if you have this fake diploma, you can then go and sit for your nursing exam.
Yeah.
Um, I don't remember how many years this was going on,
Damn.
but like they just like cracked down on it because so many students that were taking the exam
Hmm.
weren't passing it from this
Oh,
school.
okay. They investigating. Why is like what are they doing?
Yeah, like, man, you got all these students coming in to take this exam and they just not getting it. Like, y'all not teaching something.
Yeah.
So then they found this string
Of money.
of money and some people going to jail. There are 2,400 people that took this exam and passed it.
Hmm.
And 22 of them are actually practicing in Georgia.
22.
22 of the 2,400.
Mm.
They have active state licenses. The state board has contacted them to tell them to surrender their licenses,
Do you think that's fair? Like in the sense of they passed the test.
but they didn't
They didn't do all
finish
the other
school.
stuff, but they passed the test.
Now, I wonder what happens if they, and I know that the state licensing thing is like you take an oath.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the trouble comes in because you're lying. Have you all been keeping up with the AP Black History class being black back? Oh, what does this say? I cannot see.
Block.
Blocked by the governor.
Oh, you the one with the good
I
eyes.
know. I don't know why I can't see. It's like the letter started
Articulate
doing
with the
this.
articulate with the good
The
eyes.
letter started doing this while I was reading, and I normally can see very well. Um, you say that you sign an attestation that says that you are not lying,
Yeah.
basically, but you lied.
Technically, they didn't.
What you mean?
They paid for a degree. They got one and
No, it
passed the
doesn't
test.
ask you, did you pay for a degree or did you
Or they
obtain a
or they
degree?
paid. They paid for it and obtained it. Not the same way everybody else did, but
Which is
they passed
fraudulent.
it. Right.
It's fraudulent.
I don't have an argument for this, man. I just think I think it's interesting because and I'm gonna answer you guys' question in a second. I think it's interesting because the the whatever it was, the certificate, the transcript, the degree, whatever it was, had to be pretty good for the people that's administering the test
Mhm.
to accept it because you have to turn it in. So that has to be that's impressive. So whoever designed this thing or did that is in the wrong line of business. Now they're gonna be in jail for a little while, but that's impressive. You
Mhm.
fooled the whole state board, national board for the 20 what you say 2400 people.
Mhm.
Um
And
to,
now we don't know how many. I think it was like 76, 7,700 people paid this money.
yeah,
Of that group, 2,400 passed,
yeah.
and I don't know how many are currently actively
My
working with
thing
the
is if
license.
they pass the test, then they just gotta go back and do the work. If you go back and do the work, you can get your license. That's the way I would look at it. Like you tried to cheat, go back and do it because they're not going to jail. The people that paid for it,
We don't know.
it said at the bottom of
Oh,
your
they say
thing,
they're
it
not.
said they weren't going to jail. So if they ain't going to jail, make them go back if they want it. Or
Mm,
do you revoke them for life?
yeah,
Mm. I don't know, man. I see it both ways. You know, I'm not a person that's gonna be like. I'm a person of I'm not gonna feel comfortable enough actually doing the job without the proper training. So
correct.
that's another thing. And
Jackie and I talked about this
scammers gonna
with
scam.
what's her name? Old girl from last season of
I
Married at First
have
Sight.
no clue.
The
It was
I'm a nurse, Morgan.
oh yeah,
There are people that have not obtained a nursing degree out here calling themselves nurse
yeah,
because there is a form of nurse in the certificate title that they
yeah.
hold.
Well, take
It's always people out here lying. They're not a nurse,
I
Tommy.
get you. I ain't even finna jump in there. I ain't even finna jump in there.
It's always people out
I'm
here
jumping
lying
out.
about their credentials. And it's like, go sit and take, like, if you could pass this test, just go finish school.
Yeah, faking it till you make it, man.
Anywho, I'm looking up what Sherry was talking about.
I've heard a little bit about that, Sherry. Like they're blocking it. Like I don't understand the reason why you block education.
It's Florida.
Like I don't get the point of not teaching people. I was about to curse. I'm working on cursing,
Okay.
but I don't understand why you don't teach people history.
He says that it promoted the idea that modern American society oppresses black people and is inappropriate.
It does. It's oh my goodness, man. That man is stupid, and I'm sorry if you like support him, and
I'm
and
not.
I may be offending you in any type of way, but it's I don't think that's a smart move.
Well,
You're saying that modern, so you mean today, right?
mhm,
Are the people, good morning, Sharon, are the people that it's just proven that black people have are being oppressed today,
mhm,
but we're not talking about today.
mhm.
In history, we're talking about yesterday.
Right. Literally.
That's the whole point of history. Is it's about what happened, right? And
A lot of this is also because they don't want, where's the list? There was a list of things that they didn't want to be included, which was where is it? I just saw it. Oh my gosh. Why can't I find what I just read?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm literally trying to say what
Can
they're
you dig
taking
it?
out. Topics such as Black Lives Matter, slavery reparations, and queer theory are no longer being taught. So they're trying to change up stuff with it.
Hmm. I don't know how to. It like seeing things like that. You that's what makes it so important to say, okay, this is what happened.
Yeah.
This is how things were when in the 40s, in the 30s, before you were born. This is what happened then. Because it's like if I can pick and choose what I want to tell you about what happened, then I change the whole trajectory of history.
Well, it's also
And it's in
like
a book.
I was reading something that was like slaves were migrant workers.
Who said that?
Were they? It was literally a book for like elementary students. That's how they glazed over slavery.
And the crazy part is I know I learned about slavery in school,
Mhm.
but I don't remember the lessons. Like it doesn't, like the biggest lesson that I remember from history, U.S. history,
Mhm.
is one of the wars, the Trail of Tears. Is that what it's called?
There is a trail of tears. I'm
Um,
trying to figure out where you're going so that
like
I
it's
can.
one of those. Maybe not the revolution. What was the war that? Not the Civil War, but it was. I don't
You didn't
remember.
learn this.
I'm trying to learn it, man. God, lead dog. God, dog. No, but it was the I don't remember them talking about black history and US history.
Mhm.
And that really
In high school,
sticks
I
out to me.
took an African American literature class. And even though it was supposed to be a literature class, we did a lot of talking about Black history
Yeah.
because where do you find Black history? In books.
Yeah.
Um,
Or your parents or grandparents.
yes.
That's the importance of, like, that's why I be like making sure I know about everything like that's going on now.
Hmm.
Because one day I'm gonna have to regurgitate that.
Hmm. That's why I try to, and it's more so since being married to you, talking to my mom about things that she remembers from her childhood because my mother vividly remembers Dr. King's assassination because she was literally old enough to remember it and it happened in Memphis.
Hmm.
So being able to like have those conversations, and I need to actually talk to my aunts and uncles more about it as well
Yeah.
because they too were there,
Yeah.
and find out more firsthand information and not just what people are putting in books, because I remember that happened on an episode of the Cosby Show where Theo had a project and he was able it was the Million Man March, I think was what it
Yeah.
was. And he was able to actually have the conversation with them to write his paper
Yeah.
instead of just what the encyclopedia had to
Right.
say about it. Um I'm trying to go back and respond. Yes, only Black history was blocked, which is wild to me because they don't want us to know our
Is
history.
that a form of oppression?
It is to me.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going somewhere. I ain't have nothing else with that.
You squinted and everything with your
Is that a
point.
form of oppression?
Learn about history from your own research. They will never teach you everything, and it's foolish to think that they ever will. That's absolutely correct.
Yep.
Have you guys watched the 1619 Project on Hulu? I have not. It is on my list. I have a very, very, very long Hulu slash Netflix
I didn't know.
list,
I've heard of that. I didn't watch it, but I'll put
which
it
is
on my list.
shocking
Yeah, I
because
usually watch all this stuff.
Tommy,
I missed the documentary.
at the beginning of the
Oh
pandemic,
my god!
Tommy exhausted
What's the song?
Netflix.
We gonna watch TV till TV go off. I watched
I
Netflix
watched
till
television
Netflix.
until television went off.
I watched Netflix till Netflix went off.
And he is also a big documentary conspiracy theory. I don't know
I'm
if you actually believe these
nah. I
conspiracy
don't. I ain't
theories.
no conspiracy
No,
theorist,
but I'm
but
saying you
I
watched
like.
the documentary
I
surrounding them.
enjoy my a good documentary.
I'm gonna watch 1619 this week. Good morning. Yeah, it's on the list. Usually by the time I get to the point of the evening where I can watch TV, I'd be like, I don't want to hear any more noise. Turn everything off.
Man, it's just crazy the education system. And yes, Hubert, it's so important that we do our research. And for me, it's like I want to be the researcher. I want to be the historian who knows the things that happen that people can actually come back and be a resource um to me.
That's what I'm attempting to do with my family's research.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to share the stories, and even though I don't have the original things, like share the items and be like, hey, this is the draft card of your
Yeah.
great 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 granddaddy or
Yeah.
uncle or whatever it is. Um it's just the research for that stuff is very time consuming
Hmm.
because it's not like they wanted to make it readily available to us. Y'all trying to be depressed all 2023 watching all this slavery history. Our history as a people, even in this country, is way more diverse than slavery and civil rights. It's absolutely right.
Yeah. But I think it's not that we're trying to be depressed. It's man, it's just so important. And we did more, like you said, we did more than just we're slaves and stuff. It's the actual story is the one of the most amazing things though.
Hmm.
Like you see Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass was one of the stories I personally couldn't get into just because it was pushed so much.
That was a movie.
That was a movie, that was a book. Like his book, we had to read it going into college and everything.
Hmm.
But just
Did
the
we?
yeah.
Didn't
Well,
do
I
that.
was supposed to. I like my English class.
Oh,
Boy,
we had another book for English
boy,
class about a
man,
mouse or something.
I struggled so much with English, and I had been speaking it my whole my whole life. But no, the story behind it, just the overcoming story behind it, can inspire a lot. When we went to Detroit and learned that the Underground Railroad was there, that was the stop to get into Canada. You
Hmm.
know, and how they did it, and just paying attention to it more now than when we were kids. Um, it's just kind of amazing to see that type of um, resilience and to
Hmm.
overcome those things. So, um, yeah. What did he say?
We can tell.
what did I say? English was terrible. Yeah. Hey man. Hey, it's a like I know it. I understand it.
Still currently
Still
struggling.
current struggling. Boy, I have a hard time. I get nervous writing emails. Hey man, thank God for Grammarly.
Oh, it says good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good
Oh my
morning. Good morning.
goodness.
Good morning. That's too funny, man. I'm glad y'all know it, man. Y'all
It ain't hard to spot,
look.
Tommy.
English is my first language, but boy, I struggle
You
with it.
have a second one?
Tommy, I speak
That's the one you
Tommy.
fluent
Look, I
in.
speak Tommy fluently, but English though, I have a hard time.
Just be like, Lily, you heard me?
I hear you. I speak Tommy and Lily fluently.
You don't speak Lily
I struggle
fluently.
with. I struggle. I'm learning Lily. Oh man, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Um,
What else we got, man?
I'd hate to hear your second. Absolutely. Uh, Beyonce is going on tour.
Yeah. Man, I thought about something like you was saying that it's cheaper to go overseas to watch her.
Mhm.
I was like, is it a world
Not,
tour or US tour?
it's a world tour.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that it's cheaper,
I'm
but
talking about her ticket,
the
dollar for dollar.
yeah, dollar for dollar in a lot of countries it is cheaper. But I was looking at a price list for America, and general admission tickets are not that expensive. They're less
Lil
than two
Wayne
hundred
going on tour
dollars.
too.
He is no desire to go see Lil Wayne.
I'll be sitting at the concert mumbling all the songs and stuff.
I have no desire to see Lil Wayne. Honestly, though, like I have been to several Beyonce shows, right?
Yeah.
Haven't actually put um I didn't really put the Renaissance tour on my like 2023 concert list, even though we knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Um there are some tickets that are $1,300, but those tickets are literally on the stage.
1,300.
They're on the stage. You could reach out and touch Beyonce.
Goodness.
Now, did you hear what I just said?
Yeah,
Less
I
than
don't like.
$200. There's
Uh,
some that are even like 70.
oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, because you wanted to be outraged.
Yeah, like 1,300. I like. Let's just. I'm gonna give her flowers now.
Mhm.
The fact that somebody will pay $1,300 to see her 2-3 hours.
It's
I
probably
think
90 minutes tops.
I think it's one of the most amazing things
Mhm.
from her. Thing from her. Hard work and everything.
Yeah, I think the big thing with the ticket prices that have been out prior to I think yesterday
Yeah.
was all StubHub prices.
Oh yeah.
These are people who do not have tickets
Yeah.
who are already price
How
gouging.
do you get tickets from her? Like
So
if I went on tour.
so what she's doing is to keep the bots from buying up all the tickets, she's making people register as verified fans through her website.
Okay.
And then from there you have a queue
Yeah.
position and then you can purchase tickets.
Yeah. I would love to go on tour, man. I wonder how that would be. Man,
Not interested.
random fact
Hmm.
for everybody, because I don't think I ever told you this, but in college I wanted to be a comedian.
You did tell me that.
I did,
Mhm.
but I got stage fright.
I can see that.
and I could think of jokes. I've only thought of one joke that like I can't remember now, but it was a hoop between the three of us that was there. Me, you, Nisha, or the four of us, and Ricky.
I
You remember
don't
we was
remember.
on the train and I was like talking about somebody booing somebody?
Oh,
Yeah.
nope. Don't really remember that. I remember us being on the train, but nope. It's general admission seats that are $70. So they are, of course, up higher. And it's the earlier you get there, the
Also, it's
earlier.
not you pay for the seat.
There are some seats that you pay for, but then she also has general admission
Like that
seats.
don't bother me as long as the screen I can see the screen.
Hmm.
I'm good, you know. But like if it was like I can sit down, talk to her, shake her hand, give her a hug and stuff, yeah, I pay a little bit more for that. But I'm not a person to pay for that until somebody pays me to do that to me.
Never hugged Beyonce. Met her randomly in a hallway, and that was free. So I'm cool. um, but yeah, I think the ticket prices go from I think 73.50 is the low end, but of course that's minus all of the taxes and
Damn,
fees.
I forgot about. I don't complain about the price of eggs because
Yeah,
I
because you
don't
don't
buy the
buy them.
eggs.
Yeah, I spent $50. What was that? 2 weeks ago
Yeah,
on
we
eggs.
still got some eggs though.
We do still have some eggs, but I found some eggs for like what was it, $4 a dozen? Yeah, it was $4 a dozen, and I just bought $50. No, it was like $35 worth of eggs.
Damn, them eggs are good. They come with binoculars, man. I sure be used though.
I think a lot of it is so people can just say that they were in the building and that they saw the show.
Man said like I think the live shows that we've seen, right? I like performances. I like all the loudness and the artwork and stuff like that. Um but I like for a performance, not just you go up there sing or dance or just rap or
You want it to be an experience.
I want it to be an experience. And so it's like, you know, long as I'm in the room for the experience, I'm cool. You know. I was excited when we went to go see Kevin Hart
Mm-hmm.
because I had never seen him in person, but that's like one of my favorite comedians.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's hilarious and he's my height. And so
What does that have to do with
nothing,
anything? Okay.
nothing at all. Nah, it's so funny as a kid, the song. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Wish I had a rabbit in the hat. I didn't get that part, but I was like, man, I wish I was a little bit taller. I knew I was gonna be short at
Mm-hmm.
the age of like 9, like
Mm-hmm.
shorter than a lot of other people. Because Matt was like so much taller than me.
He
But
still is so much taller than
yeah,
you.
but he was so much taller than me, and we was just a year apart. And so, anyway, but I got a heart of a giant, so I am like 6'8" right now. Like if
Anyway,
I was truly 6'8", I would be like 7'6". Yeah, do that math.
are you done?
I'm finished. I am finished.
um, yeah, so I think that the demand is going to be there for these tickets. I've paid to see Beyonce 3 times. So, well, one time was Destiny's
Dodging
Child.
stones.
One time
But
was
you know they're
Destiny's Child, and
coming.
the other 2 times were Beyonce.
Yeah. I
Um,
would have loved to see Destiny's Child.
I did
I be singing their
their
songs now.
last
They
tour
had like bubblegum songs.
when everybody was going solo.
Hmm.
They each had a solo set on
Oh,
that tour.
that's cool.
So I did get to see them, the 3 of them, perform together as a group and then separately as well. Tommy did say he's tall at heart, and he says this a lot. And after a while, I just have to look at him and say, "Okay."
But I am though.
Hmm.
I am. Anyway, man, no, like I like to I'm getting to a point now because my want of like actually going on tour, talking in front of people and stuff like that. I'm not so nervous when I'm talking in front of people and then meeting people and stuff like that. It's like and learning how to support people, right?
Hmm.
That's why I'm more interested now into going to see people live if I'm in the front row or all the way in the back.
Yeah.
But it's just the sense of I'm able to support you in a way that I can afford because I ain't gonna $1,300. You're not gonna see me if I buy a ticket to go see somebody for $1,300. Just know I got money. You know,
Yeah, it's a lot of people that are talking about exhausting bank accounts and not paying for stuff that
like
they
she's the
need.
modern day Michael Jackson. Like how Michael like basically had a chokehold from the 80s and the 90s, well mid 90s.
The tour that he was rehearsing for when he died, I actually was like planning to go to London to see that
Yeah,
show.
Baloo was too. Baloo had bought her tickets and everything. I
I
didn't.
spent some money.
I wouldn't like I wasn't.
It was just one of those things. Like that was around the time that I realized, hey, you have to go see the people before you can't see them
Right,
anymore.
right, right.
And so he was
Hmm.
literally on my list.
Yeah.
I hadn't bought the plane ticket yet, but I had like put up the money for the tour ticket.
Now I'm gonna tell you now, if Jay-Z goes back on tour, I'm gonna have to go see it.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm not gonna spend bukus of money,
Mm-hmm.
but I will be in the building.
Okay.
We will be in the building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now we might have to sell some stuff. I'll be like, hey man, we need to get this store open.
Anywho,
Nah, but it's important, man, to support the people that you like.
I think that that's why I like, for example, the One Music Fest, which I feel like it's been so long since
Yeah,
we've
we
been,
gotta go this year.
but that's why I enjoy those festivals because you do get to see the artists that you've been wanting to see,
Yeah.
and it's also some people that you never thought you wanted to see sprinkled in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, never will I ever pay to see the Migos perform.
Yeah.
Granted, we can't see
Well,
the three Migos
yeah.
anymore, but I would have never paid to see them perform. But they were checked off my list of
Yeah.
I came, I saw.
But seeing the Dungeon Family
Seeing the
perform,
Dungeon Family
oh my
was
God.
an experience, and then being able to actually see Big
Big
Boy and
Boy,
Dre.
yeah,
Like, I've seen Big Boy perform way more than I've
yeah,
seen Dre perform because Big Boy just show up to stuff.
yeah,
But being able to actually say I saw Outkast perform with Erica Badu,
man.
that's just like something that you don't get to see on a regular basis.
Now
It's
this
not like a tour that's coming.
this gonna sound crazy, but man, I ain't know Erica Badu had all that till I seen it in person. I was like, who we?
I'm trying to think of who else was a
Okay,
good one.
Stacks.
I'm
That's what I
happy that I
said.
got to see 8 Ball and MJG. I've
Yep.
seen them like 3 or 4 times at this
I'm
point.
glad I got to see Busta Rhymes. You remember we saw Busta Rhymes, Big Crit, Toby.
I missed Big Crit.
I'm glad I got to see
Remember?
Toby. Yep, but I saw Big Crit. Um, who else was there? Too Short was there. Seeing him,
Hmm.
but
There's
it's
been a lot of people that we've gotten to see during the music festival
yeah.
thing that I would not normally have paid that type of money to see as an individual
The
act.
crazy part is Will paid blindly,
Hmm.
like to go to that.
Yeah, because I've never been disappointed at the lineup.
Right.
But it's also made me want to go to a full show of some people like Jill Scott,
I definitely want to see her.
Miguel.
Yep.
Like, those are two acts
Oh, that
that,
was so much fun.
yeah, those are two acts that were like really, really good. That I'm like, if I have the chance to do this again, like to go see them again, like
Yeah.
on their own tour, I would do it.
Somebody I don't care to see anymore is Lauren Hill.
I seen Lauryn Hill twice.
She was late, and then when she started singing the songs, they were all remixed.
She
I
didn't
was
do the
like, what are
remixes.
they singing?
I saw her, Nas, and Janae Aiko
Yeah,
years ago, like 2011, 2012, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And that tour for Lauren wasn't bad. She wasn't doing the remix and stuff. She was
Mm.
just super late. So it was like Nas is on. No, Janae was on. Gap. Nas is on. All right, is she coming?
Yeah.
Like, we just standing around waiting. At one point, we're like, y'all, we finna go. Cause it was like during the week too. But
Yeah,
we did get to go ahead and see her perform, which that was a decent show.
yeah.
But that other one,
Same Pastor Troy in there too.
yeah. I'm trying to see what else we have on this list.
What else we got on the list, man?
Um,
Man, it's funny, man. We make lists to talk.
oh, the Super Bowl,
Yeah, the Super Bowl's next weekend.
Chiefs and the Eagles. Because last time we were here for a coffee break,
Yep.
we
Oh, everybody, check out the Super Bowl.
Anita Baker is a good show, Mona.
Man, y'all gonna fire me because
Anita Baker. I saw Anita Baker in Detroit
did you?
in 2007. And it was just like happenstance. You know, Nisha's family is from Detroit.
Yeah.
We went,
Hey, mama.
well, hello there. Um, we went to
Hey, that's my mom, guys.
Detroit to see the YouTube
Oh, the
people can't see
YouTube
that.
people can't see. My mom just said good morning.
We went to Detroit to see Nisha's grandmother, and her aunt and uncle had tickets, like had an excessive amount of tickets to see Anita Baker. So they was just like, y'all just come with us.
Yeah.
And so it was like, all right. So we just randomly were in Detroit and saw Anita Baker.
Is that your? If you could see anybody
Mm-hmm.
at a performance, who would it be? that you haven't seen yet.
that I haven't seen. I don't know. For the laughs,
Hmm.
Jodeci.
Like during their prime, or like
For the laughs right
age,
now.
age.
I don't know what they
All right,
perform like in their
let's
prime.
do it. Let's do it like this.
Cause when KC got on the security guard's neck and was still singing, walking around
Yeah.
for the laughs.
All right, let's do it like this. Your prime, like when they were at the top of their, top of the game, and then as they age.
Somebody I would have liked to seen in their prime, and I think that from what people have told me, she still gives a good show is Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Um, but I just my life didn't align with her last tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I know that that's gonna be a whole. It's gonna be way more dancing than singing because Janet's not a strong vocalist,
Yeah.
but she gives a show.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think of who else I would really, really want to see. Like, I think would be a blast. I don't know how tall Casey is, but he was on that man's. He was sitting on that man's shoulder, and that man was walking
KC, the
around.
big one, right?
Uh-uh.
The bald headed one.
That's JoJo.
Oh, okay. They
Um,
brothers for real?
mhm.
Oh, okay.
Jill Scott and India Ari. Jill was a really good show. I've never have I seen India Ari
I
before?
haven't.
I saw India do a quick set at something. So it was like, I'm gonna get up here, I'm gonna sing 2 or 3 songs, and I'm gonna get out y'all way.
Yeah.
That's how India set was. Um, I'm trying to think. Oh, was on my 2020 concert list. We didn't buy the tickets yet.
We were going to.
You literally was like, we gonna wait and see what this thing do before we bought the tickets.
Yeah.
But we were supposed to go see Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
That's like bucket list
Yeah.
show for me.
Mine, it's weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be out there. But I would have loved to see Rick James in concert,
Mm-hmm.
like in his prime.
Oh, that would have, yeah.
You know?
You don't know the difference between Casey and JoJo during Black History Month.
No, like I don't like. My wife likes Jodeci. I ain't no like I like their songs, but I ain't finna be like, man, let me put this Jodeci album
I
on.
enjoy that our grocery store is always playing Jodeci.
Right. Like I can recognize who they are.
Like
but...
you walk in the grocery store and 2 hours over, you will hear somebody singing "Stay" really loud along with the the loudspeaker.
Right. The Home Depot too. You know, I be in the Home Depot just laughing my
Home
butt
Depot
off.
is like that too.
Don't shame me. Don't shame me.
But I can't think of anybody else that would just be like, "Yep, gotta see him."
Yeah, I would have loved to see like Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff. Like I watch DJ Jazzy Jeff's lives now, and I do it because of go ahead and go get him.
I was like, "Will you go grab him so I don't have to go run upstairs?"
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get
I just woke up, guys. I did not like enough Will Smith songs to feel like Summertime is not concert enough, like enough for me to spend money on a concert to go see him. I just not on my list. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like Will Smith's not on my list of people to go see in concert at all. And DJ Jazzy Jeff, like Tommy's really been into watching people DJ now. I do like Maxwell, but not enough to go and spend money on a concert ticket. If somebody was like, I got these tickets to go see Maxwell tonight, y'all want to go, I would be like, okay, cool. But I wouldn't go spend money.
Somebody said cold stare. Will Smith. Yes, Will Smith.
Good morning. Come on.
What y'all don't know, man. Will Smith really can rap.
Nobody said he couldn't rap. I'm saying that I wouldn't spend my money to go see Will Smith.
Oh, I'm talking about back then, but it'll be a
Even
medley of
even
people.
then, he's just staring at you
I know, like,
like y'all got
dude,
beef.
what you doing, bruh?
And he probably remembers you holding him while I washed his hair, and he mad still. DJ
Yeah.
Jazzy Jeff is the truth live.
Oh man,
Maxwell
I
has
bet,
hits,
man.
but all he does live is mumble over a beat.
Yeah.
I never like he's never been at any like show that I've
I seen
been
Usher
to.
Raymond. Like I do
You
want to
had to
go
say
to.
full name,
Yeah,
not just Usher.
yeah. I don't know why I said I was thinking about the USATRRAYMOND.
The only person I've missed on my list is Luther. I saw Shaka, Gladys, and Patty.
Shaka Gladys,
And
Patty.
Patty. My mama then went to see Patty a few years
Man,
ago.
if I saw the only song I would want to hear Luther sing, and it's not because I don't think Luther can sing, but because I think he's an amazing singer.
Mm-hmm.
Is
You want this?
what's the song? Shoo-doo-doo-doo-dee-dee. Well, all right.
Bad boy having a
Yeah.
party.
I love that song, man.
um
I would love to see Dave Chappelle live,
oh,
and
you switched to
I'm
comedic
just
acts.
saying my live people, my people that I would like to see live. I would love to see myself live doing something.
Are you a Kardashian?
Ain't
You
that
just
right?
trying to come up with a fake talent?
Hey man, they got paid off of it. I can't hate on them.
Who would they have to pay you to see?
Pay me
Uh
to see. Um, damn, that's a good one. Who would they have to pay me to see? Uh,
I don't know. Because I
like
blocked
give
those people out of my
right.
brain.
Give me a specific. Give me make it more specific.
Macy Gray.
Macy Gray. Oh yeah. I wouldn't. I'm not a huge fan of Macy Gray.
Macy Gray is either you with it or you not.
Yeah.
There is no in between.
If you give me a time frame and a genre of music, Will Smith. Hubert, I just think you being a hater at this point. Will Smith is not that bad, man.
Not that bad.
Like Will Smith, first person to win a rap artist to win a Grammy. Um, listen to
Oh,
his
okay. Here you are. More Black History
like
facts.
that's music fact. That's fact.
Okay.
Um, and that's one of the things I listened to his book. That was one of the things that he
Fell asleep on that.
that was one of the things that he really had to like fight over is that he was such a bubblegum rapper. Like all the other rappers were talking about their lifestyle and stuff like that, but he was rapping about having a good time,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um,
I'm about to open up my Spotify.
I'm still
See if
trying
it's
to figure
somebody I
out.
don't want to see.
Man, that's a good question. All right, y'all probably gonna I'm not interested in seeing Wu Tang Clan. I'm gonna say it. I'm
I'll
gonna
go
say
with
it. I'm
that one.
not interested in the Wu Tang Clan.
I can't tell you a Wu Tang song.
Steve probably would like.
The Fresh Prince is only relevant for reruns. Now leave those songs in the past. The only song that I can think of, well, two songs, Miami and Summertime.
Parents just don't understand.
Nope, don't want to hear
He
that
got a
song.
song talking about him being caught with a girl. Like the dad's anyway, man. Like, dude is deep. And then
I don't want to
Freddie,
hear
he
none
got a
of
song
that.
about Freddie Krueger. Um. Anyway, I don't gotta prove it. I like Will Smith. Icon, the remix he did to his song, tough,
I'm saying he got another one right here.
tough. Here you go, boy. Here you go, Bo. Okay, you don't want it. Y'all gonna leave me alone with my love of Fresh Prince.
Yep.
Let's see. Who wouldn't I want to see? Who wouldn't they couldn't pay me to see? You could pay me to not see or to see Wu Tang Clan, but I'm not gonna buy a ticket.
Brand New Funk, Will Smith was my fave. Nope,
I
not
don't
familiar.
remember that one. Like I'm a fan, but yeah, I do remember that. I know I've heard it before. I would have loved to see Tupac and Biggie.
Mhm.
I love them now.
Diddy, that's somebody y'all have to pay me to see.
Yeah, but I don't look at him as an artist.
I seen Keisha Cole before. I didn't pay to see Keisha Cole. I paid to see Kanye,
The
and
Isley
Keisha
brothers
Cole
are
was
another one.
there.
Man, that's a great question, man. Stump me.
Isley Brothers would be a good show. I think. Like, well, maybe not a good show now.
Yeah,
A good show in their
I
prime.
mean, they put on pretty good verses.
Somebody I would like to see that we didn't list. I know we're talking about knots, but I would like to is Fantasia.
Not interested, but I'll
She
go
get up and
because
kick off these shoes and
I
run around
I
and fly
go.
like Patty.
I see it because you wanted to. That'll be. I did it because you wanted to.
Fantasia coming wouldn't be on my oh my god, I gotta see her. But if the opportunity presented itself,
Yeah,
I would go see her.
I be thinking about the artists that they're gonna be like. Oh, I gotta go see. Like because this new age of artists, man. I don't.
You listen to
I listen to some of them, but some of them be getting on my nerves.
them. Most of them get on my
Mhm.
nerves. I can't think of any new artists that I've been like, oh, gotta see them. Can't
Mine
wait to
is
hear they new
Kendrick
song.
Kendrick Lamar, J.
I don't
Cole.
consider Kendrick or J. Cole to be new artists.
What's the criteria for new artists?
Last 3 years.
Last 3 years. Who's the new artist? That's the last. Doja. Nah, Doja Cat.
I don't want to hear anything Doja Cat got to do. You want it back now?
I don't know.
You about to look it
I
up?
gotta check my music.
Are you trying to throw that in his cup?
I don't know what he trying to do. Let me check my Palm Pilot. See what I've been listening to that's new.
Your Palm Pilot?
Yeah, Lil Baby, but he's not. He's been
I
recent.
don't want to see Lil Baby either. My my playlists are pretty much
Mhm.
old school.
Yeah, I would pay to see Cardi B, but Cardi B couldn't be by herself.
I spent money thinking that I was gonna see Cardi B, but she hadn't recovered from having culture, so she didn't show.
Did you?
Yeah, she was supposed to be in
Oh
one
yeah,
music
yeah,
fest.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Bruno Mars would be a definite. I would pay
Oh
to go
yeah,
see.
Bruno. Everybody that's seen Bruno Mars that I know has said that that was a good show. But I saw Cardi's performance at Coachella while she was pregnant with Culture, and she had a lot more energy than people that are not pregnant have. So
Mhm.
I would go just to see what type of show she would put on as her own act, not like at a festival or anything like that. So that would be why I would go see Cardi. Alex Isley and PJ Morton are two I'd see live.
PJ Morton is really dope, man. I haven't listened to Alex Isley music.
I haven't
I
either.
wouldn't listen. I wouldn't go see SZA.
Okay.
I wouldn't be interested in seeing her.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know very many. I don't think I know any SZA songs.
Yeah.
SZA, Summer Walker, and it's one other girl. I get all of them and they music
Mhm,
confused.
mhm, mhm.
I be like, now who is that again? Ari Lennox. That's the other one. Ain't
Yeah.
that the Shea Butter baby girl?
Oh, I would go see her.
But I'm saying I get
Yeah.
them all
Yeah.
confused. I don't know who is who. Ain't no baby number 3 over here.
Nah. Baby number 3. Shit, we still got baby like baby number 2 is still baby number 2.
He's still baby.
Right. It's the little baby.
He ain't even tolerant yet. He's still baby. Yep, you tell
Oh
him, baby.
man. That's too funny, man.
You'd have to dig me out of my grave to hear Cardi.
Ah,
I'm not gonna lie. I like Cardi's album.
yeah. I wish you
SZA and
like I
Summer
can't
Walker
wait
live
to
on
see
the BBL tour. I don't know them apart. I don't know their music. I really don't. I
Man,
and I'm not even trying.
yeah,
So it's not like I'm gonna make a conscious effort. I be trying because Tommy tries to talk to me about rap music, and I always ask him, "Lil Baby or the Baby,"
yeah,
because it's a lot of babies.
yeah. Um, I don't know, man. That's like I would go to some concerts that I'll be like, oh man, this is terrible. But I think the best thing for new artists to do is to go to those music festivals. I think that's probably like the best thing for them because it's you get a bunch of other people's fans,
Mm-hmm.
but people will come out to see you, and the people that know that you're gonna be there will definitely come out and support you.
Can I have respect?
I had fun when I saw George Clinton, uh
Ricky
Ricky.
had the time of his life
Yeah,
because he got to hop on stage
right. I was
during
like,
Atomic Dog.
all right now. That was fun, but man, I feel like them guys used to have some fun back on, touring because
Drugs.
touring was their way of making it.
Hmm.
You know,
That's how they paid their bills.
it wasn't like how we got the internet now. It's like anybody can put music out and build a fan base. They had to go see the fans.
Yeah.
Um, that's why I think it's funny when they be like way back in the day, they be like, yeah, she came by the house and we ate together and stuff like that. And it's like, wow, you wouldn't get that today.
Mm-mm.
Um, because people are sickos.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have anybody else. I don't know. Some will come to
Somebody
me.
that you couldn't pay me to see, Machine Gun Kelly.
Can't tell you a Machine Gun Kelly song.
This dude, this Eminem one time, and Eminem shut it down. Now I would go see Eminem. He would be one of those artists that'll be like the I just got to see one time.
I wouldn't necessarily put Eminem. Like if I heard Eminem was on tour, I would be like, "Oh, that's cool." Wouldn't think twice about it.
I mean, like I don't think if Eminem was on tour by himself, right? I wouldn't want to go see it. But if he was like on tour with such and such, like how they doing the Legends tour
Hmm.
with Gucci Mane, Jeezy, Ti, Rick Ross, and a whole bunch of other.
That sounds like
It
a
sounds like
violent
a
time.
it sounds like a very volatile time.
Hmm.
But those are to me, those are legends or legends in the making.
Hmm.
You know,
I think we've seen all of them perform, haven't we?
I haven't seen Ti. Ti is on like
I've seen and met Ti, so like
Ti is like up there for
scratched
me.
off my list. You have seen Ti perform
When
at one music fest.
he was there,
Yep, he did a scene.
I have, I did. I seen Rick Ross. Did I see Gucci?
Gucci might have been there the year that we didn't go.
Yeah,
Eminem's catalog doesn't translate well over time. Big back in his day. Yeah, like I don't want to hear what's the song?
Mm, he had hi.
Can't
My name
remember.
is
No,
Slim
that's not the
Shady.
song. Kim.
Oh yeah, I mean he had a lot of volatile music, but I mean let's be honest, man. He's a great rapper. He's a great artist from his day. Like you said, it doesn't translate, but hey, he'd be one of those artists.
Yeah, like I don't want to hear him on stage.
Yeah,
Stan, Kim,
yeah,
none of it. I would just be like, oh, he's still out there? That's
yeah.
pretty cool. That would be the extent of the conversation for me.
Now, I'll tell you this: if Andre 3000 went on tour and did everything he had in his catalog, I would
He wouldn't
definitely.
have to do everything he had in his catalog. If he just
If he
said,
just said, "I'm finna come up here and play the flute," we going. We are going.
are you taking requests from the audience?
We are going. Give me tickets now. Man, I have a strong love for Outkast, and it has only grown over time just because of like even Big Boys like music has gotten better to me.
Hmm.
But I think it's more so the mysteriousness of 3000 and how he just stopped.
Mhm.
Um, but Outkast was one of those groups that I'm like, man, can I get one more?
That's my cousin. She said Lee loves
Oh
Outcast.
man, I love Outkast. Yes, I was like, they have gotten me through the week.
Yeah.
Seriously, all day listening to
Tommy's been
Outkast.
listening to what song, what album did you start with that I was in the room? I know I wasn't down here when you started listening to Speaker Box.
Yeah.
And I prefer the Love Below to Speaker Box, and we had an extensive conversation about that. And I was like, the best album that they put out was Big Boy and Dre Presents because it was a compilation. So I don't have to make a decision on listening to a
Yeah,
Criminal or
yeah.
Stankonia or
I think for me it was a Aquemini, but I didn't like if it wasn't the single from Stank on You, it was only a few songs that that I like. But I liked the Aquemini, and Southern Playalistic was one of my favorites as well. But
I might listen to some Outkast this morning
their
while I
songs like
make my heart shaped waffles.
their songs were just like it for me,
Mhm.
you know. And I just like the art of their storytelling, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you heard Big Boy's albums? Like he got some good ones too. I'm gonna play
When
that
Big
today
Boy did his set
loudly.
with Sleepy Brown,
Oh, he got an album with Sleepy
but I'm saying
Brown.
when he did his set with Sleepy Brown,
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know this song
man,
either.
Sleepy Brown is so talented, man.
He is.
Like he's behind a lot of their like choruses and stuff. Like the parts that we sing,
Mm-hmm.
it's him singing it.
I know.
A lot of the parts. So
You can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather.
yeah. Anyway, man, what else we got, man?
That's pretty much it for me this morning.
I
I
loved
wasn't
it.
expecting this little boy to be up and so active.
Yeah, I loved it,
Like
man.
this is subdued, but this is also real hype for being on video.
Yeah. Would you go see James Brown in concert if you could
Like in his prime,
in his
absolutely.
prime? And he be like, "Can we take it to bread?" Oh man, what she say?
Andre 3000 Lee would go crazy.
Me too. Oh, I wish he was with me when we saw the Dungeon Family. I was mumbling every word
He
I
would
could
have
muster.
had a
Oh
blast.
man, yeah. Until they got to the chorus, then I knew the words. But everything else, and I don't feel like Goody Mob gets enough attention too because even though they were another group, they were a really good group too.
Yeah. I don't know as many Goody Mob songs as I do Outkast though.
Now, the standout for me in Goody Mob was CeeLo.
Well, CeeLo went on to have the solo career too.
But no, like even in the group, he was the standout because his
We're out
voice
of
was so
pacifier
different
steam.
from everybody. So anyway, that's it for me. That's it for you.
That's it.
That's it for Artika and Quad is grabbing the mic. Um,
Let's hear you guys hit a note before we go. I don't sing. That ain't
give
my
me a song. I
ministry.
got you.
That is not my ministry.
Give me a song. I got you.
Tell me gonna sound like Jerome from Martin. You sing it, baby.
Jerome in the house.
You gonna sing?
Watch your mouth.
Sing for the people.
No, man. So we're gonna get on out of here, man. Appreciate you guys. Hey, Rena. We
All our cousins
uh
supporting on Facebook.
right. Appreciate you guys for joining us for the coffee break. Love you guys. Also check out our what did we put out? Married at First Sight this week. I've been working on the house. I put up a Ring doorbell and a Ring light. So I filmed some of that. So look for that vlog here soon. What else? Oh, I'm still trying to encourage Artiga to open up the store so we can start selling like little merchandise and stuff. So support that whenever you see it. And join us this week. Maybe tomorrow I'm be on with Jack and Glenn doing a live for Married at First Sight. So check that out too. And check out our shorts.
Oh yeah, Tammy's Black History
Because
Facts
my
are on
Black History
Shorts.
Facts.
They're on TikTok and they are on Instagram. We're August Love Story everywhere.
Yeah, and at the end of the month, I'm gonna do a "What Did You Learn" video. That should be funny because I'm actually learning some things. So love you guys. and see you guys later.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.